Todos, ¿qué tal? Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Here I am with a new Spanish video, and in this video we are going to learn about how to express the things that we like, the actions that we like to do. That is el verbo gustar. Muy bien. So let's start. So today in this lesson, this is a very important verb that usually confuses most of the people, most of the students, because it works, doesn't work like normal verbs, like the conjugation of other verbs, verbo, gustar. So usually whenever we conjugate any verb like hablar, it changes to yo hablo, means I speak or I talk. But in gustar verb, we don't say yo gusto, yo gustar, me gustar, yo me gusta, a mí gusta, me gusta, me gustar, mi gusto, yo me gusto. These are incorrect way of saying because most of the students write in this way, right? So we are going to learn what are the correct ways of using gustar verb. And first of all, before we proceed, we will learn how and where to use this verb. Donde usar? We use gustar verb to express the things or the actions that we like. So for that, we have indirect pronouns that comes to play, and we use that only. Indirect pronouns, objetos indirectos. You need not to focus on the terminology, but you need to focus on how does that work, how does it functions. Okay, so these all are incorrect sentences. All right, there we start. So the main motive is, as you're aware, to express the things or the actions that we like to do. So starting with here, me, the, just have a look. I'll just explain in a moment. Ella, it, nosotros, nosotras, vosotros, ellos, ellas. We have discussed previously in other video what is nosotros, vosotros, ellos, ellas, a ustedes. So this part is an optional part. By optional part, it means that when it is clear from the context who is doing the action, we need not to write this one. Optional. And then comes the mandatory part. Okay. Me, te, le, nos, os, les. You have to memorize it. Okay. So when I like to do any action, I would say me or ami me. We never use yo me, yo gusta, no. And if you are liking any action or you like anything, ati te, or you can just use te. If I use le only, it means I'm talking about either him, her, or you, formal, right? That's why it's required to specify who is liking, who likes to do what action. And when we are talking about we like to do any action, we can use a nosotros or a nosotras. So here you can see that I have used the preposition or the word a here. It means to me, this thing pleases me or I like this thing. So a is a mandatory part. You just understand the structure of using gustar verb, and with further practice, we can just learn how to use it. So after that, we have two possibilities. I can either use gusta or I can use gustar. But now the question is, where will I use gusta and where will I use gustan? That's quite confusing for me. So I'm going to explain here. whenever anything that is singular, it can be any object, anything, right? I'm writing here sustantivo singular. It means any singular noun. And sustantivo singular. I will use Gustavo, but there is another arrow. It means there is another possibility. So I will also use Gusta when we have any action, acción. That is, I will use infinitivo, a verb that is not conjugated. It means the verb will either end on AR, ER, or IR. To understand more about the verbs, you can watch the previous videos. So when will I have to use gustan? It means I will always use gustan when I have a plural object or plural noun, el sustantivo plural. Now we can talk about few words here. I'm not understanding this technical language as a student. What is sustantivo singular, acción infinitivo, sustantivo plural? No. So to make it simpler, I'm writing a list of few words like apple, orange, chocolate. I can say white chocolate, dark chocolate, right? Juice, salad, blue color, red t-shirt. This is the vocabulary of all the objects, things, plants, mountains. Let's convert it into Spanish. Apple, manzana, la manzana, la naranja, el chocolate blanco, el jugo, or you can also use zumo, la ensalada, el color azul, la camiseta roja, las plantas, las montañas. And we also talk about the things that we like to do or any actions. So this is the vocabulary of sustantivo, sustantivos, los sustantivos, nouns. Las acciones, all the actions that we do in our day-to-day life. It can be, for ejemplo, dance, to drive car, and to walk, to go for shopping, and to watch a movie. Can be the directions to cook, to play an instrument, like to play piano, to play guitar, I would prefer. Or it can be to do horse riding or to ride a horse. So all the actions that usually people like to do or to sing. Oh, I'm writing with two because this is how the infinitive forms will be converted. Like hablar is to speak. It's not only to speak. That's why. And then it can be I like to go for vacations. Go on vacations, or maybe I can write I like to learn languages. These are different actions that we can like. Let me write the translation. Bailar. In this way, you're also your vocabulary is also increasing. Conducir el coche. Talk Hablar is de compras. Ver una película. Película means movie. Cocinar, to cook. Tocar la guitarra, to play the guitar. Montar a caballo, cantar, aprender lenguas. So this is the vocabulary that we are going to use to talk about the things or the actions that we like to do. So let me write you examples in English. Like I like apple. I like apples. I like white chocolate. I like dark chocolates. I like to sing. I like to cook. Instead of let me change it. You, he likes. She, we, you all eat salad. So it depends on the right hand side or the object whether I will use gusta or gustan never depends on the person who is doing the action. It depends on the noun or the object or the action. We can also say we have to use gustan only. Sorry, we have to use gusta only in every situation except when we have plural noun, that is gustan. Okay. They like to learn languages, right? So I like opcional, obligatorio. Everyone has a different way of teaching. I'm just making it easier for you, though it may not be the authentic or correct way. However, if you are going to follow these steps that I have taught, it will be very helpful to you in using Gustar verb, right? Okay. So I like, how would I write? If we look here, Ami me. Ami me. So there are two possibilities. Either I will use gusta or gustan. Where do we use gustan? El sustantivo plural means plural object. But here we are talking about only one apple. So what would I use? Gusta. And what is the object here? La manzana, the apple. Okay. Next one, you like. How would I say you like? Ati te. That would be ati te. And now again two possibilities, gusta or gustan. So what do you think? What will you use? You can pause the video and have a look. So I will, where will I look? I look at the object. Is it singular or plural? Well, apples, it's plural. So I would use, of course, gustan. And I will also convert the object to plural. Like here, I wrote la manzana. Now, because it's plural, I will just add s. Las manzanas. That's it. He likes. If I write le, it means either he or she or you. So I have to specify. That would be el le. Again, two possibilities. Gusta or gustan. I'll go and check the object. White chocolate. Singular. Then I will use You tell me, Gustav, Gustan. That's correct, Gustav. And what is the object here? White chocolate. A él le gusta el chocolate blanco. Just reduce the font size. El chocolate blanco. Now she likes. She, how do we say? Ea. Don't say ea. We have to use always. Ea le. And now, again, two possibilities, Gusta or Gustan. I'll go and check the object. It's dark chocolates, many chocolates. So I'll use Gusta or Gustan. El sustantivo plural, Gustan. So how would we have the vocabulary here. Dark chocolate. El chocolate negro. I will convert it into plural. El changes to los chocolates negros. Dark chocolates. So far we have been discussing about the objects, whether the object is singular or plural. If it is singular, then gusta. If it is plural, then gusta. But we have another thing here that is called action. So we have to use infinitivo. This is infinitivo means any verb ending with ar, er, or ir in its natural form. That's infinitivo. Now we like. How would we say we like? With either way, I can use nosotros. Ah, no, sorry, not nosotros. A nosotros, or I can use a nosotras. We have read in the previous videos. We have understood. We have learned what is the meaning, what is the difference between nosotros and nosotras. So you can refer to the previous videos. Now we like. Because I'm a boy, male, and I'm talking about a group of boys and girls. A nosotros. Nos. So we have again two possibilities. Either I will use gusta or gustan. Do you have any object, singular, plural? No. To sing is an action. It's not an object. So what will I use for an action? I'll use gusta. A nosotros nos gusta. So what is action? To sing. Let me check in the vocabulary list. How do we say to sing? That's correct. Cantar. A nosotros nos gusta cantar. Means we like to sing. Isn't it easy to frame sentences with Gustar verb? Of course. I'll also make an active sentence negation in the end. So you all, a vosotros, vosotras. A vosotros, vosotras. Os. Again, two possibilities. Gusta, gustan. To eat salad. Salad is singular. However, my question is, will I focus here? Of course not. Absolutely not. I will focus on what is just after the verb like. It's an action to eat salad. It can be to eat apples. It can be plural. But what is coming first? It's an action that is coming. I'm talking about an action. The thing that I like to do. So it's to eat. What's the word for to eat? That's comer. So it's not written here, but I will just write it is comer. So if it is an action, which verb will I use? I will use gusta. A vosotros os gusta comer la ensalada. You all like to eat salad. So no doubt we have an object that is singular, but we will not focus on that. We will focus on the action because it is coming first. Next, they don't like. So now we haven't learned so far how I can frame a negative sentence with the negation. I'll just simply place no here. Where, here. No. I'm putting in bracket. If you're talking about any action that I don't like to do. So they, how do you say they? Aos. In case of Gustar verb only, not generally. So I'm writing just here. Aos it may look colorful, but that's these colors are going to be very helpful for us to understand which part are we talking about. It's a negative sentence, so no, just before the verb or just after the pronoun. No, less. So again, two possibilities, either gusta or gustan. To learn languages, but language is a plural word. It's okay, so what? We will not focus here. Where will we focus? Just after the verb like gusta. What is it? It's an action. So if there is any action, anything that we like to do or anyone like to do, we will use only gusta. Base, gusta, and then what's the action? What is it talking about? To learn languages. Aprender las lenguas. Let me just write it here. No les gusta. That's all about gustar verb. So you just need to practice little bit. You can make different sentences with the vocabulary, right? It would be helpful. Similar to gustar verb, we have encantar, encanta. I'm writing a little bit above. Teresa. Why I'm writing one verb above, one verb below? I'll explain you in the next slide. All right. So we have similar verbs like gustar verb. And what are those verbs? Encantar, gustar, interesar. Encantar is to love, or you can say you like it very, very, very much. Gustar mucho. Gustar. No gustar. Means you're enchanted by something, someone's love, you like a lot, you like, and when you're just interested in something, right? Interesar. Not like, interested, and don't like at all. You hate it. You hate. So these verbs are conjugated in a similar way, like Gustar verb, or the other verb is conjugated like we conjugate all the other verbs normally. So again, you can use me gusta, me encanta, me interesa. The rule remains the same. Me encantan, me gustan, me interesan. I am interested in something. For example, let me write out an example. I like, me encanta, me gusta mucho. Here I'm not writing any object. You can write it as per your own wish. Encanta, encanta. Gusta or gusta. Me gusta or gustan. Interesa o interesan. No me gusta o gustan. No me gusta para nada. Or no me gustan para nada. And then me odia. No, it should be yo odio. If I write me odia means he or she hates me. That's a different concept. I hope that's clear and that's making sense. You just need to practice. You can type on internet ejercicios verbo gustar to do practice gustar exercises. You can also search on YouTube usar el verbo gustar. You just Google it, okay, and you will find a lot of other ways in which other Spanish teachers have explained using gustar. Every teacher has their own way, and I find this way direct and useful with colorful slides. I hope this video has been helpful to you and it will elaborate your understanding of using Gustar verb. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and I want you to write at least 3 sentences using Gustar verb in the comments. Thank you very much. And before we leave, just an important sentence. How do we say you like? You like, you don't like. Again, I want to ask you, do you like? Just for practice. All right. So you like, let's have a look. You, ati te. So ati te gusta, gustan. Ati, where will we will just place the word no here. You don't like. So use of gusta and gustan I have explained in the previous slide. You can accordingly you can check. And then it's the same thing, just the way of speaking changes. Okay, if I say you like, a ti te gusta or a ti te gustan. But if I want to say, do you like, then I would say, a ti te gusta, or you can say, a ti te gustan, any of these, right? He likes, he doesn't like, does he like? Think about it. How will we frame these sentences? Similarly, a él le gusta o gustan, a él no le gusta o gustan, and then does he like, le gusta o no le gustan. As I mentioned here, this is the optional part. If we understand from the context we are talking about any person, then you can directly use the equivalent as te gusta or te gusta. It means the same thing, that is you like. Because we are aware from the concept, from the context, that who is doing the action. That's why the optional part is not always mandatory. Of course, it's optional. right? And then we have, sometimes the students get confused between this, my friend, family, my brother, my sister, my father, my mother, my friends. Which person is it? Is it first person, second person, third person? Well, if it belongs to me, it doesn't mean that I am doing the action. Of course, it's a third person. So let me write the translation first. Mi amigo, amiga, friend is female. Mi familia, mi hermano, mi hermana, padre, madre, mis amigos, mis primos, right? If I write here a few examples, my friend likes, friends like. We are talking about third person singular here. If you go back to the slide, what is the third person singular? LAR. So I will write here, a mi amigo le gusta o gustan. And now my friends, a mis amigos les gusta gustan. Right? So why here mis amigos les? Because that's third person plural, like they. And my friend likes is like my friend likes, he likes. That's why. So this is important. You just Google it and you will find a lot of exercises. This will help you to use Gustar verb in a more appropriate way, and you just will do the perfection in it by practicing. So muchas gracias a todos. I hope these videos are very helpful to you. I want you to write 3 comments on using Gustar verb in the comment section and do subscribe my channel. Thank you very much. I have a nice day. Hasta luego. Hasta la vista. Adios.